So now you have Wall Street bets enter the picture, right? You got a name, nice little story behind it, momentum, squeezing. You got the Mike Berry, you got this guy, Deep fucking Value, whatever his name is, Kitty Cat. He's got 6 different names, right? Everyone's getting gassed up on the long side, and they are looking to set the squeeze in place, right? Knowing now that you got outfits like Melvin who are short out the eyeballs in this thing and could be in big trouble, okay? Now, if you think Wall Street Bets or whoever you're following on social media is behind the sweeper activity and all the volume out there, you're out of your bird. You're completely out of your bird, okay? What happens is, and you guys know who've been following sweeper activity for a while now with me, these machines, right? I'm more a believer that they're machines more than humans. The one thing they can do better than anything else out there is smell blood, right? We see it on the short side a lot, but nobody talks on the long side, okay? When they see momentum out there and they see a squeeze in place, okay, and they smell that blood coming out of Melvin, right? They're going to get in the middle, if not front run all that action. And that's what we've been seeing. Okay, you're talking about multi-million dollars in sweeps, multi-million dollars in volume. Okay, that's, I don't care how many members of that Wall Street Bets mob is out there or whatever outfit is out there. Okay, they are not sweeping offers in the options market. Okay, so you got that and market makers, right, who need to hedge and get some of all that risk off the books, snowballing into one big gigantic short squeeze. Okay, that's the scenario with GameStop. Okay, now at the same time, you can understand you got a firm now, Robinhood, okay, who has a deal already structured to give like Citadel all the flow info, right? That's how they make money on all this buying coming in anyway, right? So what do you think Citadel's going to do, especially if they have any shorts or know anybody who's short? They're going to have to get long to offset some of the risk, right? So think about all the catalysts. There was a Mike Berry tweet on the GameStop. He tweeted maybe 2-3 tweets that pretty much was talking about exactly that. Mayhem is the only way to explain it. Mayhem. Okay. So aside from GameStop now, here's the problem that I have, right? And here's where I think we really, really need to be careful here. Okay. Now you have the retail crowd out there feeling their oats. Okay. They think they can do this with anything, right? They are basically, think about what's going on right now. Everybody who doesn't really have any head on their shoulders for themselves right now, okay, is looking to buy any name that Wall Street Bets is looking to pump or short squeeze, thinking it's instant money. Okay, instant money. It's a lock. There's no risk in it. Okay, and they're pumping literature 24/7, post and literature and billboards. Okay, just buy, hold, never sell. Think about that for a second. Okay, so you have the whole retail crowd right now, okay, piling into trades on one side, right? This whole systematically, I don't think this whole game is prepared for something like that. I really don't. Okay, the same way that in 2008, everybody was looking to get out at the same time. You know what I mean? It's just nothing was built for that. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, what we're seeing in the market, okay, we look at the hedge fund indicator constantly, right? And they've been net short, correct? Okay. The last thing we would ever have thought of was that their short positions would blow up the market. You understand? That's the last thing we would have thought of, that their actual short positions would blow up the market. Now, why would their short positions blow up the market? We're seeing it already. What's going on now, the stuff they're short, they're getting blitzed on, right? They have liquidity problems. They have liquidity issues. They got to raise liquidity, just like if the market was in a tailspin to the downside and they were all in long, they would have to raise liquidity. Okay? How do they raise liquidity? What do you think? They cover their shorts, they're okay? No. They got to go and sell Facebook, sell Apple, sell SPYs, sell Qs, sell all the stuff, okay, that they were long, and they weren't even long much, right? They were net short from what we're seeing on our indicator, but they have to sell everything they're long, okay, including names they don't want to sell. On top of that, you got this Robinhood issue, all right? Everybody's thinking Robinhood is a conspiracy. They stopped the trades on that one day. You couldn't buy any more GameStop or whatever it was, certain amount of stocks. They had no choice. They had no choice. Okay? We saw the same thing happen in 08 on the downside. They're literally the market. You weren't allowed to short. They stopped shorting. Several different firms stopped shorting for the same reasons. Okay? Because Robinhood wasn't prepared for this. They weren't prepared for a huge inflow of retail clients coming in all at the same time and buying the same names. You understand? They weren't prepared for it. So they had to do one of two things. They either had to shut the door, right? Halt all trading, or stop the buying in those stocks to slow things down. Okay. And now we're finding out, Robinhood had liquidity issues, right? They had to tap lines of credit. They had a liquidity problem. Okay. Now they're going to be faced with issues of clients ACATing out because of that. Right? So now clients are either going to sell other stuff they had and hold maybe GameStop or whatever stock they think is squeezing and ACAT out, or selling the whole account and just moving the money, whatever the case may be. You have a ton of people transacting at the same time and basically all on one side of the fence, all in one pool. All right. And everything that I've been involved in this game, right? Every single scenario that ended up becoming a systematic issue was when it was a one-sided trade, whether it had to unwind, whether it was back in 1998 when a firm went 140-to-1 leverage and had to unwind a trade. You know what I mean? That's always the catalyst for a larger problem. Okay. Now, this doesn't have to instantly become that larger issue, but it has to end now. It has to end now. And by ending now, I'm saying the riffraff will have to get hit over the head right now for this not to become a bigger issue than what it is right now. So I don't know if you see it too. We've been seeing it, especially Friday in the market. When those names were rallying intraday, the market went the other way as a whole. When GameStop was seeing some selling pressure intraday, the market would bounce. The opposite of what each other were doing. This riffraff issue has to end right now. This, in simple English, what we're seeing right now take place is equivalent, okay, as far as crowding and sentiment and stuff like that, to Bitcoin into the highs before it blew up. Okay, same thing, right? Bitcoin, remember, you had family members, everybody, new members would come into the steam room. Oh, what, should I buy Bitcoin now? Should I do this? The same exact thing. The same exact thing. There is no way, okay? There is no way that all the riffraff is going to get rich all together at the same time. If you think that this world would allow that to happen, you're nuts. You're nuts. If you think everybody is going to cash a monster ticket on these stocks, right? Think about it. All this riffraff making tons of money, slapping fives. You haven't watched this game long enough. All right. So however they do it, they need to put an end to this now. And the sooner the better. And then we can survive this. And the likelihood is, things will go back to normal and we can play the game like it was. And the funny thing is, I don't even think, even if the riffraff do get hit over the head here, I don't think it ends there. I think, in other words, what you see is it goes away and then it comes back maybe in a larger way, and then that's the top, and it's game over. You understand? Is it big enough now for it to be game over? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. It could be big enough for a decent correction, without a doubt. But for game over, I don't think so. All right. But if this thing lingers, and I don't know how long, but this thing needs to end now. It needs to end now. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what stocks you're holding on to. If you want this game to survive, you need it to end now. You need it to end now. This game doesn't work like that, guys. I've been through plenty cycles. It's a different era. Don't listen to that shit. It doesn't work that way. Okay, they pull the rug on the little guy anytime they want. Wake up. You understand? Think about a world, right, where the little guy is raking in the cash and the house gets hit. Think about that. All right? So my warning to all you is that any one of you who think, and this is all I could do, right? Anyone who think that, and you're feeding into and believing some of this Wall Street bet stuff and thinking this is easy money for us, this is revenge and all that, be careful. I wouldn't touch any of these things. Any of them. Outside of a scalp at best, I wouldn't touch any of them. Right now, I wouldn't touch anything. Period. Right now. You know what I mean? So, and I've seen this before. It's not new. Okay. In what was it, early 99, I remember a name KTEL. I don't even know, I doubt they're still around. They did music or something. They were the first ones to do it online. And basically everybody back then in these message boards, they all were talking about this stock KTEL. And everybody you knew bought it. Everybody you knew bought it. Everybody. I didn't know anybody who didn't own the stock. Okay, the stock went parabolic. And then went to zero. And then went to zero. And what worries me, here's what worries me, okay, for the retail crowd. And I started off with this just so you guys can see it. Okay. They're not getting out. Hold the line, they say. Hold the line. They're not getting out on the way down. They're going to ride it all the way down, my friends. They're going to ride it all the way down. Diamond hands. Okay? They think they're going to beat Wall Street at its own game. Like Wall Street's going to allow that to happen. Okay. Wall Street let Lehman go under. You saw what happened after that. You understand? GameStop, they couldn't stop, they didn't stop it from burying shorts. They let the little guys eat there. But trust me, they reeled them in. They're going to get them good. They're going to get them good. You know?